In today's chaotic world, silence is a rare commodity. We're constantly bombarded by noise, distractions, and the demands of modern life. Our minds, overloaded with thoughts, feelings, and information, often feel clouded and cluttered. But what if mental clarity could be found in the absence of noise? What if true wisdom and strength come not from filling our minds, but from emptying them? The wisdom of silence is one of the most powerful yet underappreciated tools for unlocking mental clarity, emotional control, and true inner peace. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Taoist thinkers like Lao Tzu understood that silence is not just about avoiding the external noise, it's about mastering the internal noise that clouds our judgment and distorts our peace of mind. In this video, we will explore the profound wisdom of silence. We'll learn how embracing stillness and practicing detachment can help you achieve mental clarity and emotional resilience. Get ready to unlock the power of silence and transform your life by mastering your inner world. If this shifted something inside you, hit subscribe. We do this every day. Part 1: What is silence? Silence is more than just the absence of sound. True silence is the absence of mental clutter. It's the moment when your thoughts become clear, when your emotions are not ruled by reaction, and when your mind finds peace in the present moment. In both Stoicism and Taoism, silence is a tool for self-mastery. The Stoics practiced mindful reflection and mental stillness to separate themselves from external disturbances. They believed that silence allowed the mind to reflect, regroup, and return to a state of clarity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously wrote in his Meditations, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." The Taoists too valued silence, but with a different approach. In Taoism, Wu Wei, effortless action, is a central concept that teaches the importance of letting go and embracing the flow of life. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, emphasized the importance of stillness, stating, "Silence is a source of great strength." For both the Stoics and Taoists, silence was a way to tap into the power of the inner self. It allowed them to detach from external distractions and find true wisdom. Part 2: The importance of silence for mental clarity. In the age of constant connectivity, we live in a world that is never silent. Phones buzz, notifications pop up, and the constant hum of digital noise fills our space. The irony is that we need silence more than ever. Without silence, our minds become cluttered, making it difficult to make decisions, solve problems, or even find peace. Silence is the antidote to mental overload. It allows us to reconnect with our deeper selves and our true thoughts. When we remove the distractions of external noise, we clear the mental fog and create space for clarity and focus. Here's an example. When you're constantly reacting to the external world, your mind becomes a battleground. Emotions like stress, fear, and frustration arise in response to external events. But when you embrace silence, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or mindful reflection, you regain control of your mind. You stop being at the mercy of external events and start responding with calmness and awareness. Part 3: The Stoic approach to silence. For the Stoics, silence was a way to maintain mental discipline. Stoic philosophy teaches that the only thing we can truly control is our internal world, our thoughts and actions. External events, including the noise around us, are beyond our control. Therefore, it is essential to focus on our internal responses rather than external disturbances. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of mental discipline through reflection and silence. In his letters he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." In other words, Our minds often create suffering by overreacting to external stimuli. Silence, in this case, becomes a tool for mental resilience. By allowing ourselves to detach from the world's distractions, we create the space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. The Stoic practice of journaling or daily reflection is another way to embrace silence. By writing down your thoughts, you create a quiet space for self-awareness and clarity. Part 4: The Taoist approach to silence. The Taoist approach to silence is more about alignment with the flow of life. Wu Wei, or effortless action, teaches us to let go of resistance and allow life to unfold naturally. By practicing silence, we stop forcing things and instead allow ourselves to move in harmony with the Tao, the natural order of the universe. Lao Tzu's wisdom teaches us that the quieter we become, the more we can hear. In silence, we can tap into the wisdom of the universe and gain insight into our own true nature. This is not a passive act, but rather an active choice to align ourselves with the natural rhythms of life. Taoist meditation encourages the practitioner to enter a state of mental stillness, where the mind is clear and the soul is in harmony with the flow of life. This silence is not empty, it is full of potential. It is in the silence that the mind becomes receptive to wisdom and insight. Part 5: How silence leads to emotional mastery. Emotional mastery is the ability to control your emotional responses and act from a place of awareness. Without silence, emotions tend to control us. Stress, anger, fear, and anxiety all arise from mental clutter. But when we embrace silence, we can pause, reflect, and respond to emotions rather than react to them. In moments of stress, we can take a few minutes of silence, whether through deep breathing, meditation, or simply sitting in stillness, to regain control over our emotions. When we allow ourselves the space to process our feelings, we are less likely to be consumed by them. The power of silence lies in its ability to center us. It helps us see emotions clearly without being overwhelmed by them. In this space of calm, we find the wisdom to act with intention rather than impulse. Part 6: Practical ways to incorporate silence into your life. 1. Start your day with silence. Begin each day with a few minutes of silence, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting still and reflecting. This sets the tone for your entire day. 2. Digital detox. Take a break from technology. Spend time in nature or in a quiet space without any distractions. This helps clear mental clutter and allows for deep reflection. 3. Mindful breathing. Practice mindful breathing throughout the day. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or stressed, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the present moment. 4. Journaling for reflection. Write down your thoughts at the end of the day. This allows you to process your emotions, reflect on your experiences, and gain clarity. 5. Practice active silence. When engaging with others, practice listening deeply. Give the speaker your full attention, without judgment or distraction. This practice of active silence helps you be present and centered in your interactions. Part 7: The transformative power of silence. The more we practice silence, the more we experience its transformative power. Silence allows us to clear our mental clutter, center our emotions, and find our true selves. It is through silence that we can align with the natural flow of life, embrace mental clarity, and gain emotional control. When we master the wisdom of silence, we unlock the power to live with purpose, peace, and clarity. Conclusion. Silence is the gateway to true freedom. In a noisy world, silence is the ultimate superpower. It is in silence that we find the mental clarity to navigate life's challenges, the emotional control to respond thoughtfully, and the wisdom to live with purpose. By embracing the wisdom of silence, we can find freedom from the chaos of the external world and align ourselves with the peace of the present moment. If this video resonated with you, hit subscribe for more timeless wisdom and share it with someone who needs to find peace. Comment below, how will you incorporate more silence into your life?